Hey everyone, how's it going? Quad a Superhero here with another Overwatch video. The free-for-all deathmatch mode is a really awesome game mode for Overwatch. It's been on the PTR for a few weeks and it will soon be in the live game. So if you're interested in this game mode, picking it up and giving it a try, here's a list of 5 top tips to give you a head start and reach one of those top spots on the leaderboard. Number 1 is that the spacebar is your friend. To respawn in this mode when you die, and you are going to die quite a lot, you need to press the spacebar. If you don't, as you can see in these 2 side-by-side clips, you'll be losing a lot of time and potentially losing out on a lot of kills, meaning that you'll already be setting yourself behind if you don't respawn quickly. Okay, sometimes it's very good to look at the kill cams to figure out how your enemy bested you, but in this mode, most people are going to be spamming that spacebar, and if you don't too, you're going to have a disadvantage. Number 2 is listen up and use your ears.
Got you in my sights.
Even more so than for a regular Overwatch match, sound is vital in this game mode. You need to listen out for what your opponents are doing. And this isn't just listening out for ultimates, this is listening to footsteps, to shots, abilities, anything you can think of to see where everything's coming from, anything that can give you a heads up on what's happening around you. Listening out for your enemies is going to give you a huge advantage and let you get the drop on them, get them from behind or take them by surprise. And when you bear in mind that other enemies are also going to be listening out for you, you can use the crouch button as a ruse to try and throw them off your scent. Of course, all this works perfectly until you're faced with a Zenyatta, and then you're kinda screwed. At least for the footsteps. Number 3 is be aware of your surroundings. Much like tip number 2 where it's good to listen out for your enemies, also use your eyes. Turn your character a lot, check every nook and cranny of the map, because there are 7 other players out there to get you. When possible, use things like your traps to give you alarms and to give you an idea of who's coming up behind you. For example, in this clip, if I hadn't put my trap down, I would have had no idea there was someone behind me, and that was my bad for not checking. So be vigilant and make sure to always try and have an idea of what's going on around you. Number 4 is do not be afraid of switching heroes. In the free-for-all deathmatch mode, you aren't playing any specific role. You're not a healer, you're not a tank, you're not a DPS, you are everything, or anything, or nothing. You are what you want to be. You are what you need to be. So bear that in mind when you're picking your character. But also don't be afraid to adapt to whichever characters you're facing. So for example, if you're faced with 3 Pharahs, don't try and get them with a Reaper. Switch and try and get them with a Soldier or a McCree, for example. If things aren't working, don't hesitate to change and choose a new character, even something the enemy might not be expecting, and that might actually give you an advantage over them because you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. And lastly, tip number 5 is keep your enemies close, but your health packs closer. It's a good thing to know where the health packs are in the map and where the closest one is to you at any given time. Try and play around these health packs, defend them almost, and deny your enemies the ability to get to them. For heroes like Sombra, for example, this is really easy because you can hack the health pack and make it your own. But for others, for example like Junkrat, you can place your trap on a health pack to kind of claim it and protect it in a certain way. So always be mindful of where you can go to get healing if you need it. For some, maybe even most of the enemies you'll encounter in this mode, these health packs are their only source of healing. So controlling them, having a grasp of where they are, even if your hero has self-healing abilities, it can be worth you hovering over these health packs to deny them for your enemies. Okay, so that just about sums up this video. It's very short and sweet, just to try and give you guys a head start when you decide to try out the free-for-all deathmatch mode in Overwatch. As a quick disclaimer, all of this information is true as of the PTR, so it might change when it comes to the live game. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.